What's up, guys? My name's Taylor and welcome to my 2001 Ford F-350 truck camper. So I grew up in Gainesville, Florida, and Instagram was really just starting to become a thing. I kept seeing pictures of out west like Glacier National Park and Yellowstone, and it just really got the itch for me to start traveling. My first encounter with traveling came back when I had an engine machine shop. I used to have a delivery van for that shop, and when COVID hit, unfortunately, I was forced to sell my shop. Fortunately, I was able to keep the van to travel out of, and I did a whole West Coast tour. I converted it into a camper, and everything was awesome. Well, when I got back from my travels, I ended up moving back to Florida. And when I moved back to Florida, unfortunately, my condo complex would not allow me to have more than one vehicle. So I decided to keep my truck since I did need it for work. And then that's when the build of the Tramper started. I ended up pulling out the back seat of my truck. I built a bed frame back there, and that's pretty much how everything began. Let me give you an outside tour of my Tramper. So to start off with, it was really important for me to have a very good tire that was good in sand, snow, mud, going down trails. So I opted with the Vulcan Wild Peak all-terrain tire. I did get a 35 by 1250 by 16 tire. I also opted to stay with the stock 16-inch rim since it is significantly cheaper to get tires for a 16-inch rim, and you can air down the tires if you're going in sand so you don't get stuck. So as you can see right here, it does have a pretty mean, nasty tread pattern, and it does awesome in the sand, snow, and even going down these, dirt roads back here in Florida. Now, one thing that is nice about having a 1-ton dually pickup is that you have got 4 tires on the rear, as you can see right here. So you do always have 2 spare tires with you. Now, since I did build the sleeper in the cab of my truck, obviously there's not a lot of storage space in this truck. I opted to put a toolbox in my truck, and that actually stores everything that I cannot keep up under the bed frame of my truck. So as you can see right here inside of my toolbox, I keep all my tools for my truck in case if it breaks down while I'm down on a trail. It also houses my poop shovel. So if you got to go in the middle of the night, you just dig a hole, cover it right back up. One thing that's also kind of nifty that a lot of truck campers don't have is I do have a portable hot water heater with me. I do keep this in my toolbox as well. And I'll tell you what, that thing works awesome. So let's go back to the tailgate of my truck. So this right here is the tailgate of my truck. It's where I do a lot of my cooking. This right here is my trusty Coleman grill that I also got from Walmart. Boom, you just flip her up and you go ahead and start cooking. Another thing that I opted to do on my truck, I did go ahead and add 5% limo tint for privacy. As you can see right here, you cannot see inside those windows one bit. I don't want any creepers looking at me, if I'm stealth camping inside the city. Another thing that I also opted to put in on my truck camper build were these rain guards right here. What's nice about those rain guards is if it is raining in the middle of the night, and you got to have your windows cracked for ventilation, no rain will get inside. And as you can see right here, I've got about a 1-inch gap right there, allows airflow to come in, and you do not have to worry about any rain or water, snow, or anything like that. So since it is illegal to have window tint on your front windshield, I went ahead and bought me a sunshade to go ahead and add a little bit more privacy, and it does work great as far as reflecting the heat back out of the truck. And now let me take you to the inside of my truck camper build. So this right here is my baby girl Lola. She's a 110-pound American Mastiff that I rescued about 5 years ago up in Tennessee. So as you can see right here, I've got about a 10-inch thick mattress, very comfortable. It's a Serta mattress that I bought off of Facebook Marketplace. I cut it down to size and it fits perfect. So this mattress is a twin size mattress, but I did have to cut some of the length off. So this mattress is only 5'4" long versus the normal 6'2". So I did cut off about 8 inches of foam. Now, if you do lay diagonal in this mattress, I can fit perfect with my dog, and I will show you here in just a second. Now, as you can see, here's me laying down in my truck camper, just to kind of give you an idea of how much room that I do have in here. So this is me laying diagonal right here with my little puppy Lola. Now you may ask, Taylor, how do you stay so cool at night, in order to sleep in your truck? Don't you get hot? Let me tell you what, this right here is my central AC system. This is just a small 6-inch fan that plugs right into a cigarette lighter. I think I paid $12 for it at Walmart, and it helps a ton as far as keeping the air circulated. Boom. So here's up underneath the bed frame of my truck. As you can see, it does have a decent amount of storage. I've got a little wood leg right here that'll go ahead and, you know, keep everything up. So up under the bed is where I store like my battery jump box in case my battery dies out in the middle of the woods. I've got my Coleman grill back there, got all my toilet paper in the back, and anything else that I can fit up under the bed, like my clothes or my dog food when I am traveling. So this bed frame is made out of 1x6. We've got 2x2 framing and then some 2x4 framing as well. It was a very cheap build. I maybe have $60 total into the wood and the hinges. So you may ask, Taylor, how do you keep your food so cold living in your truck? Well, you see, I have got a 20-quart Yeti cooler. I put ice in it about every 3 days. After the third day, ice turns to water. Drained it out, get another 10-pound bag of ice, and we're good to roll, baby. It fits right in between my driver's seat and passenger seat, and fits perfect. All right, guys, and I figured I would show you how I shower out of my truck. So this is my portable hot water heater that I bought from Bass Pro Shop. I paid $150 for it. It takes the 1-pound propane tanks. It's got a little igniter on it. It's got a boom. That's how you control the temperature right there. And what it does is it's just got a big coil. Heats the coil up while the water's coming through. Right here is my bucket that the water goes into. It's got a little water pump. And right here is how you turn the water pump on. And then I've got the shower head sitting in between the cab of the truck and the bed of the truck. You just go ahead, take the shower head off, start showering, and you're good to go. So thanks for coming out and checking out my truck build, and I hope this inspires a lot of other people to go out and just start traveling out of their vehicles. You do not need a fancy van to go out and travel and have fun. It's as simple as literally just putting a mattress in your truck, and you're good to go. So me and my baby girl Lola are gonna go do some hiking. If you guys have any other questions about the truck build, please feel free to reach out in the comments. Happy travels.